Welcome back, friends. This is Anshul Kumar, your host on DESI Vibes 360, back once again. Today, I'm going to take you to the world of cricket once again and talk about the ICC T20 World Cup, which is right around the corner. We are going to discuss about the selection of India team, see what are the strengths and weaknesses of our players, and also me and my panel are going to pick our favorite players. So if you're ready, let's jump right into it. Let me welcome our co-hosts, Arun Singh and Shorin Rao. Hey Arun, what's up? Are you ready for some fun?
Anshul, happy morning to you. I can't believe that we are talking about World Cup again. It was just a few months back in November when we were getting the beat down by Pat Cummins and team in Ahmedabad, and here we are. So it's great, World Cup in our neck of woods in the US. What do you think, Soren?
After the heartbreak of 2023, I did not think I would be ready to speak about World Cup on a global platform so early. But IPL has excited me, it has reinvigorated me, and looking forward to this competition, T20 competition, because it's going to be in the US and West Indies. So I'm really excited about this.
Hey, don't worry, don't be negative, Shorin and Arun. Let's plan for it properly because, as someone has said, रोगी को दवा चाहिए, जोगी को जप चाहिए. हम तो क्रिकेट के दीवाने हैं, हमें तो वर्ल्ड कप चाहिए.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. By the way, did you hear about, there was a big case in Bangalore yesterday. There were a bunch of beggar kids, right, who got beaten really badly. And it seems some politicians were beating these kids up and abusing them.
I know, I read that. Yeah.
You read that? And
Yep.
But the judge, you know what the judge ordered?
What?
The judge ordered that these kids, these beggars, have to be handed over to RCB team. And you know why? Because RCB doesn't beat anybody.
Yeah.
Sorry to interject, but RCB is a favorite. Even this morning they're getting beaten by Kolkata Knight Riders. But sorry, go ahead.
So let's get back to the topic now. Thanks, Shorin. So let me kick off this entire thing. And I'm going to start talking about the list of players, but what I've done is I've created 4 different categories: batsmen, all-rounders, wicket-keepers, and bowlers. So I'm sure both of you have heard of this Nepo kid in BCCI. Do you have any guess? What's his name?
You might be talking Jay Shah, Anshul. I think that we should take him as an extra because the guy sits there on his seat, 37.
Yeah.
Dreaming year to year, making hundreds of crores, doing nothing. So at least he can bring some water, juice, Gatorade, banana to the players. So at least he'll do something. So he should be part of the extra this year.
I have one more addition to that. Instead of doing all these things, he should be standing on the boundary line and picking up the ball and throwing back to the players.
He's got to do something.
Jay Shah is like good for nothing. But anyways, so BCCI, aka Jay Shah, they have made it very clear that they are not planning to make any experiments this year. That's for sure. So what they are saying is that there'll be a list of 20 players, 15 active players, and 5 as backup players. What do you think about that, Shorin? Would you like to start?
Basically, I think because of this Jay Shah bashing, I think our podcast is soon going to be banned in India. माफ कर दो जय शाह भाई, you are the greatest. मुझे कोई complaint नहीं है आपसे. But all kidding aside, in one of the somewhere he announced where all the teams were present that this T20 World Cup India is going to win, and then he asked Rohit, no pressure, we are going to win the World Cup, right? And Rohit, poor guy, he had to nod. So yes, I think India has a good chance of winning the World Cup, but we have to take into consideration other teams as well. Teams like Australia, West Indies, England, and not to say Pakistan, right, New Zealand are extremely strong teams, and we see these players in the IPL, so it will be a tough challenge. But let's go through a roster, right? I think Indian selectors have to be bold and pick out the best 11 or best 15 who are doing very well in the IPL, so that form continues going forward into the World Cup.
So, Soren, you don't see any selector surprise this time. Usually we have somebody. 2019 we had this 3D player, Vijay Shankar. Then we had DK coming in. So do you see any selector surprise this cup?
Because of commitment that Jay Shah has made, I think they are going to go all out trying to get a win. So they will stick to the conventional players. Anshul, what do you think?
It's going to be, as you listen to my list, and there are a lot of things what I want as compared to what BCCI is doing. I think the team this time, they have to be a little more creative and bring in the right players. The key over here is, Rohit Sharma has already been declared as a captain, and he is the right choice according to me, right?
Yeah, right choice, baby.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing, Rohit Sharma has made it very clear that the selection will be based on the current performance.
Based on that, he should not go then.
No, but Rohit Sharma has been in form. He's
Yeah.
been coming along and he's been doing pretty good. But I'm not talking about the performance of Mumbai Indians. I'm talking about the individual performance of Rohit Sharma. What are you saying, Arun? What is happening?
His last two games, I mean, before that, he was not doing much, and it's only couple of games, so we'll see. He looks good because of Ishan Kishan doesn't play at all, so that's why he's looking better.
The captain's role is not only his own performance, his leadership skills, his support to the youngsters, the way he's groomed various different players. He's a disciple of Dhoni. You shouldn't forget that, right? But he's made one thing very clear in multiple interviews, what I have seen, that the selection will be on the current performance. That's period, right? So since I've been hearing all those things, I just wanted to make sure that what is your perspective, Shoran, on this statement which he's been making again and again?
Which statement on the current form?
Yeah, the current form of other players.
I completely agree that it should be the current form it's not that somebody, a player who I hate vehemently like Hardik Pandya, 5 years ago he had performed and he was called a finisher, right, should make his way into the team based upon that. No, I completely agree that it should be based on the current form in the past 6 months what they have done, and they should make their way into the team. I'm nobody to second that, but
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah. Do you agree with Jay Shah if he's going to make this decision?
I always implicitly agree with Jay Shah. No opposition to Jay Shah. Jay Shah.
Jay Shah. I think Arun might have a different opinion.
I'm just a kiss ass.
We'll move on from Jay Shah topic.
Okay, let me move forward, Arun. So, number 2 is Virat Kohli. I have a strong feeling.
Number 2 is Virat. So, Anshul, you're saying Virat Kohli opening?
Yeah. So, I have a strong feeling that Virat Kohli will open with Rohit. So, just listen to me. Ishan Kishan is out. He's not going to play. Shubman Gill might be a backup player. He cannot open. He's out of form as of now, until he comes back in the current IPL going on and he hits like 3 or 4 centuries or wins games.
Or gets a recommendation letter from Sachin.
Exactly. His coming father-in-law. Huh? Okay. Another person I have in mind is Yashasvi Jaiswal, but he's also a little bit out of form. But I have a strong feeling, and I hope Jay Shah is listening to this and other BCCI members. I think it will be a great one to have the opening pair as Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Number 3 is a no-brainer, Surya Kumar Yadav. No doubts on that. There is no one like him, the way he plays, and he is currently the best number 3 at this point of time. I'll give it back to you, Arun. Why don't you talk now?
I just don't see Virat opening. They're just used to having Virat at number 3, playing for India all these years. So I just don't go and see him to open. For the openers, I like this kid Abhishek Sharma from Sunrise. You get the left-right combination. Take Sky at number 4. Have KL at number 5 because he gives cover for the openers and keeper. I mean, let's face it, guys. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, they have played fantastic for over the years. I mean, when Rohit is on song, his batting reads like well written, Nazm by Javed Akhtar. And we all know, Virat Kohli, they have won, but it was not their team. I mean, these guys be just all talk, no cup. So, yeah, I mean, great players, but I'm tired of watching Mrs. Rohit Sharma with the cross fingers and, having commentator telling us, last time, Virat Kohli had biryani was 1975. I don't care. Eat chole bhature, eat chukandar, but win the World Cup. Last time we won was 2011 World Cup. This one of the stats, I don't think Modi knows this. Under BJP, they have not won any World Cup.
Good point, and I love it. It's not easy to win a World Cup. I've always felt that there are two types of captains in the world. One is MS Dhoni, and the other is all others. That's the way it goes. Everyone cannot be MS Dhoni, but I agree with you. We have not won a World Cup or any ICC championship trophy after 2011, and we are in 2024 now, right?
Long time. I mean, we won the champions, right? In 13, I think it was.
2013. Yeah, we won the champions.
Every year,
yeah.
We have IPL, we have all this talent, but, nothing to show for.
Okay, Shorin?
Yeah, I agree that we've not had any silverware for a long time, but Anshul, I disagree with your opinion. Rohit Sharma, of course, is the opener, is the captain, but I agree that Virat should be the opening combination. Virat is a rock. Like in current IPL, current form, he's the holder of orange cap, and that too when he has competition from Ishan Kishan, Shubman Gill, Sanju Samson, all these players who play, up the order, but Virat Kohli is still number one. So he's the rock, he's the guy who anchors the inning, so he should be number 3. With Rohit Sharma, it should be somebody like, I agree with Arun, it should be Abhishek Sharma from the Punjab 23-year-old sensation, who is phenomenal. Yesterday, they just blew away Delhi Capitals. They scored like 150 runs in the first 10 overs. So he is a left-handed batsman, so the left-right combination will be really good. And also he's a slow left-arm bowler, so he gives bowling options as well. So 1 is Rohit Sharma, 2 is Abhishek Sharma, 3 is Virat Kohli, and 4 is Surya Kumar Yadav. So those would be my first top 4 choices.
Okay, very good, very good. You, me, and Arun are not the ones who are going to make this decision anyways. So हम तो कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पर. सारा decision BCCI और हमारे पूज्य जय शाह के पास है.
Ajit Agarkar, selector.
Ajit Agarkar, yeah. So, but let's ask the viewers. Why don't you just put your comments? Would you agree Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli opening the T20 World Cup, and your thoughts over there? Okay, so let me move forward, Arun and Shorin. So we have these batsmen. Let's talk about the wicket keepers. I feel, and that's my personal opinion, that between the wicket keepers, BCCI is going to decide between Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson, right? I'm totally not in favor of considering Rishabh Pant for this ICC T20 World Cup once again. And not at all. His performance, he's still very jittery, and I don't see any level of confidence in him when he's playing. But I have a strong feeling, based on the performance, based on the current performance, this Dinesh Karthik, he brings in a lot of zing and aggressiveness and experience into the wicket keeping as well as batting. So that's my thought.
Did you say Dinesh Karthik?
Yes, DK.
That guy has just won 1 match for India all these years. I mean, how many chances that Samson and Karthik have to get? I mean, we got to move on, move forward. Try the young guys. Dinesh Karthik is classical batsman. If you're chasing and you lose 6 wickets and you got 100 runs to go, Karthik will come in and make sure you only lose by 15 runs. He plays in garbage time. I'm sorry.
Arun, take a name then. if you're dissatisfied with these three people, Sanju Samson,
Yes,
Pant, DK, don't just keep criticizing all the time, man. Sometimes you criticize Jay Shah, sometimes the batsman. What's going on?
I'll take Rishabh over Dinesh Karthik and Sanju Samson all day. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd find a way to bring Dhoni back and, hell with these guys. But there's no way that Dinesh Karthik should be out there as a wicketkeeper.
I'm all for Dhoni, man. If he comes back just for this World Cup, I'll be the happiest person.
What do you think, Soren?
First thing is, right off the bat, I'll completely disagree with Anshul's statement about Pant's performance. Anshul, I don't think you watched any of the recent IPL matches. Yesterday, I was watching Pant against Sunrisers Hyderabad, or the day before. He kept in a match with Gujarat, and his wicket keeping was amazing. He was flying all over the place. His stumpings were spot on, and he's been the anchor of the Delhi innings. Overall, they have not been great. People around have been failing. But in the interest of time, I'll pick, I wouldn't, go with Sanju Samson. But between KL, Rishabh Pant, those should be good choices. Dinesh Karthik and Dhoni are good surprises, but I don't think, BCCI will risk it and go with those choices. But they are good, they have performed. But these are the guys, Pant especially is the guy who we need in the team. So let's move on in the interest of time.
Yeah. KL Rahul will be the backup wicketkeeper anyways. But on Pant, he's like, these days he's like Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson comes in international cricket and hits like 73 runs in 9 innings. That's my concern out here. But let's move forward. So coming to an all-rounder, I don't have much options out there. I would take Shivam Dube any day, the CSK player who's been creating waves all over. Shorin, what do you think?
Shivam Dube has been given too many choices, so I don't, agree with that. I would go with, Rinku Singh, though he's not a bowler. But if we bring Abhishek Sharma in there, we have an extra bowling option. And anyway, we have Jadeja, who's also an all-rounder.
Yeah.
So I'll settle for extra batting with Rinku Singh.
Well, Shivam Dube is already there in the team. He's already there. Like, he might be in a 50, I don't know whether he's in a team of 15 or team of 20. He's not a backup yet, but that's what I feel.
And here you'll call me negative again. Shivam Dube is an all-rounder?
Yes.
Boss, when he's going to bowl, उसकी गर्दन घूम के टेढ़ी हो जाएगी, कितने छक्के पड़ेंगे उसकी बॉल पे. He's not an all-rounder. Come on, guys. My grandmother can throw faster than Shivam Dube. 1983, guys, India had 6 all-rounders. If you think about Kapil Dev, Madan Lal, Binny, Amarnath, and then you throw a couple of spinning all-rounders, Kirti Azad, Shastri. After that, we have not had any all-rounders. We need an all-rounder to win the matches. I mean, Yuvraj did that.
I agree.
Right now, I think we should accept that we do not have an all-rounder. Take batsman heavy. There's no all-rounder in the Indian team right now.
So should we try an all-rounder? And that will be Shivam Dube?
You could take him as a batsman, but
he's a batsman all-rounder. He's not been bowling in IPL, but I'm sure he's been groomed by different bowlers. But just for the reason you start talking about 83, I don't know anything what happened in 83. I was not born at that time also. So coming back to bowlers, Shorin, would you like to add anything, or should we move?
Yeah. So basically, I already said, Rinku Singh, but knowing BCCI, knowing how conventional they are, they stick with the same safe option of going with Hardik, who I think is a rubbish player and his skills have been declining. But they will stick with Hardik and Jadeja because they have the final say. The selectors will go with that ultimately.
Okay, our last segment is about bowlers. I have a list of bowlers out here, which includes some of the all-rounders too. Let me read it. Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh, Bumrah, Siraj, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Jadeja, Yajuvendra Chahal, Ravi Bishnoi, Siraj, Arshdeep, and Avesh Khan. And I'm including all the 20, including the backup players also.
Anshul, on the bowling, this is the only thing I agree with you in segment. Our bowling is really bad this time. I mean, we have Jasprit, that I think he should be allowed to bowl 10 overs because the other bowlers are so pathetic. We had a good bowler in Muhammad Sami in last World Cup. But do you guys remember when India lost the match and Modi and Amit Shah got in the locker room trying to console all these crying players? And then he gets to Muhammad Sami, and he puts a WWE move on him, grabs him by the neck, and he kept saying, "Mere bache, bahut acha khela, bahut acha khela." And Sami was trying to fight back. I mean, since then, Sami has not played. BCCI said he's got a, strain in his leg or back. I think he's got a neck strain. Thanks to our honorable Prime Minister, he's taken the second best bowler out for us. Rest of the bowling, I mean, I think it's really bad. You gotta take some bowlers that only concede less than 45 runs in every 4 overs and have Jasprit try to hold for 25, 30. I mean, India has to be prepared to be chasing 225, 250 every game because our bowling is so bad right now.
I'll go last on the bowling section. I agree with you guys that our bowling is really pathetic. So basically, I feel at least the selectors should bring some surprises. When you see the likes of Travis Head batting, when you see Klaasen batting, when you see Deacock, of course, is not playing, but when you see Josh Butler, I don't think our pedestrian attack is going to hold any water, right? They will just take them to the cleaners. So basically, they should throw in a few curveballs. 3 bowlers who pick themselves are, of course, Bumrah, Jadeja, and Kuldeep. And remember, there are slow pitches in the West Indies, and the US. So basically, spinners will play a big part over there. But they should not pick up Siraj, who's in terrible form. Instead, I think they should go with Mohsin Khan. He's in the LS Lucknow team, and he's a good bowler. Khalil Ahmed, who's from the Delhi team, Delhi Capitals. He's really good as well.
Yes, Soren, I agree with you. I mean, they should look at Mohsin Khan. They should also try to take Natarajan because the pitches are going to be slow, no doubt. But the stadium is much smaller. The balls would be flying out of the stadium, especially there would be no swing.
But anyways, I'll end this discussion, and here's one last thing from my side. Australia हो या England या लाओ न्यूजीलैंड टीम, हार कर भी जीत जाना जानती है ये भारतीय टीम. Thank you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.